Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes!
On today's episode, we will recap the NBA Cup quarterfinals. We'll play a very new game to Numbers on the Board, and I guess producer Christian got a surprise for us at the end of the show. Can't wait to see what that is. Fellas, how we doing today?
I'm doing good. It sounds like everybody got their rest last night because I hear a lot of energy right now.
My rest was so good, I started running late. Because I woke up like, ooh, yeah, like just sat there and basked in that rest. But
last night I did have a wake up at 4 a.m. to go to the bathroom thinking it was like 6 or 7.
Okay.
And like, I still got like 2-3 more hours of sleep.
Yeah, that's a great feeling.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling.
We got to drop the mic?
We do. I want to ask y'all, what teams around the NBA do y'all expect to rise in the standings?
Yeah, it is right now we have like such a clump, especially in the Eastern Conference where like the 3 seed and the 9th seed is like different by one game or so.
Yep.
So we could see a lot of different things.
It'll be that way the whole year, in my opinion.
The first thing that came to mind is the Pacers. They've been playing decent enough basketball over the last 2 or so weeks. I don't believe that they're about to magically become a 500 team, but right now they're like, the 13 seed? I could definitely see them jumping up. Huh?
They're 14.
So I could definitely see them jumping up to like 11, maybe even a sneaky play-in team as some of those teams ahead of them are trying to lose on purpose. And they've been putting together good games. Pascal Siakam's playing good hoops. Nembhard is playing better. They're as close to healthy as they can be without Halliburton being on the roster. So I'm like, that's a good spot.
I mean, I think the Cavs potentially, they're sitting at the 7th seed right now currently. So they aren't playing great basketball right now. So, but when they get it going, there is a world where they can go back up to the 3 seed up there with the Celtics. Like there is a world where they can get back to that, but we just don't know when that'll be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel worried about the Cavaliers because, again, we're expecting them to be, or looked at them to be number 1 seed-esque, and they just haven't even looked close to it. A lot of that is just the offense has looked really rough. You could say that's due to the injuries and the missing people. Darius Garland, eventually he's going to find his shot. He is shooting really bad right now. Like, it's got to be, but coming back from the toe and just getting a rhythm. But I'm expecting him to shoot the ball a lot better. DeAndre Hunter is not really shooting the ball well, and it's kind of affecting their defense. This team is one of those, teams that their defense is affected by their offense some nights, and it's been most recently the shooting has been off, so their defense has been bad too.
They're one of those teams that, even though they have started off so poor, I can't close the door on them because I was just thinking about last year. Around this time last season, the Pacers were 3 games under 500. And then they got it together the second half of the season. They went on a finals run. The Minnesota Timberwolves 2 years ago were a 500 team at this point. And like, I don't know, it's so much basketball left. I think the main thing for them is somehow getting healthy, right? Darius Garland be having games where he plays and then like halfway through the game, you can see him start to limp out of nowhere because of his toe. Jared Allen has only played like 10 or 12 games.
He's supposed to come back though.
So they just need to get healthy and then we can really look at who they are as a team. But I'm not out completely.
How long, is it even smart for DG to be playing if he is laboring throughout the game?
Well, they saying that it's not I don't know how to explain it. It's not an injury necessarily. It's just about tweaking. There's no way to say like if he's set for an extra month that he won't come back and retweak it. It's just one of those things that you just have to figure out on the fly. And if he can't do that, then it's a little bit.
The door will always be open for them for the rest of the season, just because at the end of the day, you got to take them out in 7 games in the playoffs. And again, to y'all's point, we've seen a lot of conversations over the last few years ready to close the door on teams prematurely and forgetting that the playoff is matchup based. So even if they don't rise up in the standings, where are they right now?
7th, they will play your Knicks.
If they stay 7, no, we don't know who they would play because the play-in. Or they stay just in that range, I think they would still be a team that, hey, my Knicks wouldn't probably want to play the Cavaliers in the first round. Like, here's your reward. And, if they start to click at the right time or get healthy at the right time, they're still a team that, again, you would have to take out in 7 games. So, but I also am going to say that, like, I'm also not going to find 90 excuses for the Cavaliers because this has been the rinse and repeat thing every year. And this was the year that they were supposed to put it together. So injuries, not healthy. This is the reality for them, and they got to do something this year.
Because Donovan and Evan have been there.
Some major changes.
Donovan and Evan Mobley should be enough for you to be
absolutely
to not be at the 7th seed. That's 2 all-star. One was a former DPOY. And Donovan Mitchell was first or second team All-NBA last year. So that talent enough right there should be enough for you to be a competent top 3 seed.
I was just thinking about Ty Jerome, but obviously Ty hasn't played yet this season either.
No, he would have been hurt too.
I remember when he signed with the Grizzlies, I was like, wait, that was all he got? And I wonder if the Cavs knew if that was it, that they wouldn't have made like some of the Ice Okoro trade that like sucked up some of the money that they could have spent on Ty Jerome, but he hasn't played yet either. So he would have been in the same situation in the street clothes.
Max Strus.
Hasn't been there. Shout out to the Enjoy Basketball or Max Strus.
Shout out to
hat
him.
in the game.
He looked fly.
You know what's crazy? I was watching that game and
subtle.
I didn't even recognize it. I didn't even recognize it. That's our hat. Another team I had is the Houston Rockets. Right now they're the 4 seed. They just look like a 2-seeded team to me. You know, they're not going to beat that number 1 team, but I could see them winning more regular season games for the rest of the season than the Lakers and then the Denver Nuggets.
That's kind of a sad reality of the West, that everybody has to accept that they won't be the 1 seed already.
That's fine. You know, there's not real benefit to being the 1 seed if you really
Yeah, but
think about
is that really sad?
Other than it being, if you get to the conference finals, you have home court
you have
advantage.
home court
but
advantage.
You got to get that first.
Yeah, and then also, I mean, usually the number 1 seed in the West also has home court advantage in the East in the finals too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, that has been the case the last couple seasons, and it will be the case this year again.
What about the Bucks? Because according to KPJ, when they went off 8 in a row, 9 in a row, ain't nobody gonna be saying anything.
I didn't see that.
They asked him about the Giannis rumors. And he was like, "That's fine. Like, let Giannis speak whenever he speak, and that'll be what it is. But ain't nobody gonna be talking about the Bucks when we win 8-0, 9-0. You saw that?
Yeah, because
It's easier
he also
said than
has
done
said
right
that
there.
we know how to play with Giannis. We have to learn how to play without Giannis. And once we
have to
figure that
learn
That's a
out,
learning curve that nobody in Milwaukee is ready to do, KPJ.
Boy.
But no, in all seriousness, I would say a team like the Grizzlies. They've already 7-3 in the last 10, and some of those teams above them just don't really like deserve respect right now. The Warriors. Why would I respect that the Warriors would stay in front of the Grizzlies with
Spencer.
a half a game? Well, they got the other Spencer.
Oh yeah, they kind of cancel each other out.
The Suns, who were playing really good basketball, obviously don't have Devin Booker, had a tough loss last night. They're right ahead of them. So, yeah, I think there's a world where the Grizzlies can move up a tiny bit. I'm also not counting out our Trailblazers, D. Billy.
Yeah.
Tough little stretch or whatnot, but I think that, you know, there's still some room for them to regain some of that fire that they had in the beginning of the season. When I'm mentioning these teams moving up, it ain't that the Blazers going to move up to the 3rd seed or nothing like that, but,
sure.
you know, just a little bit more breathing room there in that play-in range. If you can get to 7, if you can get to 8, if you can even fight the Timberwolves for some of that 6 love, you know, that'd be a good situation to be in. So some of those back in Western Conference teams, I'd say.
I got the Hawks too.
They're on my list.
It's been a cool story that they've been good without Trae Young, but now we're getting a little rougher of a patch. It's like, no way Trae Young comes back in there worse, right?
That's what I'd be thinking. But this is my question to just all of those teams, because you got the Raptors, Sixers, y'all already said Cavs, you got the Heat right there, the Hawks,
Somebody has to drop for somebody to climb.
or stay where they at.
Yeah.
Even if you don't drop, it's just like, because all of those teams got significant breathing room over the Bucks, Bulls, and Hornets.
Yeah.
But that like 5 to 9, I mean, even 3 to 9, like you said at the top of the block, man,
Yeah, it's
it's
like
close, but everybody ain't moving up.
Right.
And everybody ain't dropping. So
I could
It's a-
who would
it's
y'all say? Yeah, I mean, who y'all
it's
feel the
definitely
most
tough.
confident in? Because we say at the Cavs. Now you
I feel
say
like
the Hawks.
Atlanta and Cleveland are mine
Okay.
too. I don't know how I feel about the Raptors.
Yeah, it's been a rough
It's
start.
been a rough
little-
yeah, this has been a rough stretch, and seems like teams have kind of figured out their offense a little bit.
Even in this rough stretch, though, I mean, they still right there. They still higher than the Cavaliers.
Well, yeah, that's because they got off so damn hot to where they were the 2 seed. at
That's
one
why
point.
you handle your business early. But even during a quote unquote rough stretch, it's still over the 76ers, Cavs, Heat, and the Hawks.
Yeah,
The
I'm
Hawks have
taking
had
the
a hot stretch, too.
76ers to drop a little bit too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, I feel like Joel Embiid and Paul George, they're starting to play, it feels like a little bit more minutes too. But again, you just don't know how much you have them for the season with
What
back-to-backs
game
and everything like
did
that.
Embiid close out? He had like a jump shot a couple nights ago, and I was like, I like this.
They won the Lakers game because he was 3 of 17 in that one. I don't remember what game it was. But I did have a dream about Joel Embiid.
What
Not
type
like
of
about Joel Embiid, but he dropped 50 in my dream.
Oh wow, I would love to see that.
Maybe he's
happen
back, baby. I don't know. Them dreams get kind of crazy.
again. We know Brown back.
Hey, we're going to talk about that in a second. I also had the Suns maybe falling just a little bit. One of my favorite teams to watch, but I wouldn't be surprised if it all ended up crashing down a little bit. When we come back, we'll talk about the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. Stay tuned. it's been refreshing over the last couple of days to be able to like really focus on one game at a time during the NBA Cup.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the quarterfinals of the Western Conference first. The first game, the OKC Thunder won 138 to 89 versus the Phoenix Suns.
Grayson Allen got ejected.
He got ejected for extending on the Chet Holmgren screen. It was over pretty fast.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. The Suns just didn't have enough firepower to compete in this game, unfortunately. It was a defensive masterclass from the Thunder, and there was no way that I could. It would have took some miracles from Dylan Brooks and Colin Gillespie for them to really be in this game. And you could look at that. Only Dylan Brooks scored double digits in that starting lineup. They just shut everything off.
Yeah, this team is so dangerous, man. Like, there is no, again, championship hangover for this team. Every night, the standards are so high. Not only did they go into the end of the first half on a crazy, like, 20-7 run, they came out of 30 in the second half and still applied pressure. They still rotated perfectly.
Grayson Allen had double digits too.
They still
okay.
applied, like, nothing is easy against this team. Not dribbling up, not getting into your offense, not feeding the post. Nothing is easy.
Was the first play of the game, Casey Wallace just picked the pocket of Grayson Allen? Or was it Colin Gillespie? It was one of the white guards. He just picked his pocket for an easy layup. It's like, this is what it is.
And physically, it's got to be draining because, they're tiring you out. But it's mentally draining, too, when everything you do has to be perfect, or else you're probably going to be down 20 because they run the other
the
way.
Suns had got like a steal or a stop. And I know Mike probably remember it because it was very 2K.
You want to just go back and forth?
Casey Wallace jumped up and got it
I know
back
exactly.
like a
He
2K
jumped high,
steal.
too.
Yes, and I was like, 2K is realistic after all. But yeah, I mean, they held the Suns to 39% shooting from the field while shooting 59% themselves. They shot 55% from three, held them to 32% from three. They just... I mean, I'm infatuated with it, though. Mm-hmm. Sometimes this can get boring or whatnot. And I wasn't here taking notes in the third quarter on this game, dived in. Yeah. But I'm infatuated with this obsession to be perfect. And I think this is what basketball and even the type of work we do where you don't get satisfied. They find something to do and something to play for and strive for. Even at the end of the game, I'm watching this game because we don't have 30,000 games on. And Chris Youngblood is taking a step back three. And it's like, that's still something to figure out there. That's still a challenge of like developing these other guys, getting them situational possessions and plays. And it's just like a coach's GM ownership group dream to be in where, you got goals inside the goals that you're accomplishing. I like it, man.
Yeah, I like it. J-Dub at the end of the game said that winning, he addressed the winning that doesn't get boring because a lot of people in that locker room were losing by 70 at one point.
Yeah.
So like
I remember that game. My goodness.
And so when you was
against the Clippers?
No, I think it was against the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you can tell
by 70.
They feed off when they're locking you up and they're down. Like even when the bench came in when they kind of emptied the bench or whatever. They got the lead up to 40.
Yeah.
So it's like nobody's taking nothing for granted on this team. They're not taking no plays off. And from a championship team, you just don't see that really often.
This is the perfect Chet Holmgren game.
Yeah, defensively and offensively.
With Victor Wembanyama probably not being eligible for the 65-game limit to win DPOY, to be on this national stage as the greatest defense of all time, maybe, and you have that type of performance protecting the paint. I made the tweet, DPOY performance on national TV, LOL. People like, I can't even tell who can he talk about. Is he talking about Chet or Casey Wallace? Because both of them are so crazy defensively. So what a game. The cup is fun, but it might just be a runaway from this team. It's so weird to see at the bottom of the score, it says like, Suns 14-10. OKC 23-1. It's like 23-1 don't even compute still. And now it's 24-1. Moving on to the late night game, the San Antonio Spurs won 132-119 against the LA Lakers.
Marcus Smart saved this game for being
he did, man.
Absolutely just a dumpster fire. Like
8 threes.
Y'all would have, if he would have just had a on par game, y'all would have just got wiped.
Yeah.
Like that's defensively, I just don't know what y'all would do. Just because y'all had too many liabilities. Like Stephon Castle was just doing whatever he wanted on the court.
If you have guards that can just get 2 feet into the paint, it's GG's for the Lakers.
Yeah.
And they don't have anybody to stop. Stephon Castle with a 30-10-6 game, 10 of 14 from the field, 3 made threes, got to the foul line. He's only been back a few games, and he looks as good as ever, which is pretty good. It got me thinking last night, like, would I trade this dude for Giannis right now?
That's it's funny. They were saying that on the commentary. They were saying this is one of those you put me in trade rumors type performance. Like that's what they were saying. But it's Giannis.
It is Giannis. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not. He's not. I'm not. I told you. I'm not putting him in that jam trade. I'll give him Dylan Harper before I give him Stephon Castle.
But
I don't
apparently,
even know if they
rumors
need
say
Giannis at
Dylan
this
Harper
point.
and Stephon Castle are untouchable.
Now, if I'm the Bucks,
yeah,
I am asking for both. I'm trying to get both with all of those picks. But if I'm the Spurs and I had to give up one, I'm giving up Dylan Harper. Because
It's that, and it's a matter of like that OKC team is so crazy. We might as well just wait 2 years and say they're too expensive to coexist. And just by that time,
and I don't think
Dylan
that.
Harper
I
might
don't
be
even think that's going to happen. I don't think they're ever going to be inexpensive because they're able to put Brendan Carlson into.
and they got the first overall pick coming this
and they
season,
got
too.
the pick.
Yeah, I forgot
So
about
it's like, what? When is that going to happen?
Yeah.
I'm going for it. I'm trying to beat them. If you get
It's gonna
Giannis Antetokounmpo with Vic, you got a chance. I don't care what nobody say. You got a chance in 7 games. I just seen the
real
Nuggets
chance.
and the Pacers.
Take
No
them to
disrespect,
7.
but they took them in 7.
This
So it
ain't
ain't,
got better, P.
They did, but
This ain't got better.
that I just feel like if you in a space with like waiting is the stupidest thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
You gonna wait 2 years and then now somebody on your team got an injury and now you're waiting again and waiting again. I'm going for it.
How long y'all think it would take Ja to figure this team out?
You funny.
Yeah, you super funny.
Yeah. I mean, we already said everything kind of like the Lakers just don't defend anything, especially just like the starting lineup doesn't. And they said over the broadcast too that the Lakers are like bottom of the league in like making passes during the game. And it just makes sense with the players that we have. But it also just be getting us in trouble sometimes. Like we had a lot of, and I don't think the turnover battle was crazy. It was like 11-9. But we had some just turnovers where we were on a run and then they just picked the pocket or we try to make a home run pass and it was just other way. The Spurs just had a lot of momentum changes and I thought they did a real good job when Mitch Johnson told them in the huddle or the timeout. He said that like just push the pace. The Lakers ain't gonna get back. They don't want to get back. That's all the Spurs did was push the pace. And I think they got so many open looks off of it. The Lakers have so many problems of just staying in front of somebody.
And
they
getting back, like you said, I think a lot of it is Luka.
Yeah.
In this specific game, Luka was just like
complaining. There's complaining
he
to the
complaining
refs.
to the ref, and
it's
he's
a
not getting
5-on-4.
back, bro.
Like
Harrison
not
Barnes
getting
had a dunk, wide open dunk in semi-transition with like 13 seconds left in like the third quarter.
Yeah,
And
yep.
It was Jackson Hayes and Luka just didn't run back because they assumed that the Spurs were
Which
just
is
going to
gonna
dribble the clock out.
Yeah.
And Stephon Castle just hits Harrison Barnes running down the
But I
middle.
think
and it's
it
a
caught
dunk.
the Spurs off guard a little bit too.
That they didn't run back.
Yeah, it was like, oh, we got a free like
easy
dunk. Let's go
bucket.
get it. Yeah.
They're 9-3 since Wemby went down.
And this is last night I was thinking like this is a coach of the year type stretch from Mitch Johnson. Like
He called
when-
every timeout when the Lakers could sniff a run.
Yeah, and
Did y'all
also
like the hot mics where you could just hear
Yeah,
both of the
he's
coaches?
loud as
It
hell.
threw me
Yeah,
off
he
a bit.
was.
He
but
was
I do
so
like
loud.
Because
threw
it
me
didn't
off a
really
bit.
happen in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But by the second quarter, we heard everything Mitch Johnson
Get
ever
back,
said.
drop. I'm like, what is
Bro,
that?
voice came.
He said,
all deep.
He was like,
Good job.
if it ain't there, you can pull it out. If it ain't there, you can pull it out.
Boy,
And guess
super
what
deep
Vassell
through the
did?
TV.
He did not pull that shot. He pulled a mid-range jumper that was crazy.
I'm thinking it's a fan at first. And then I'm like, oh, that's Mitch Johnson over
And
there?
at the end
Because
of
I heard
one-
JJ Redick.
Right, they had like
Yeah.
a 1 second on the shot clock, and Jay is like, "Luka, don't guard the inbound, go over
Yeah,
here."
yeah.
And then it's cut to Luka. Luka was like, "I'm like, oh no, this ain't a good sign, man."
Luka didn't know what he was doing.
But yeah, Marcus Smart to hit a 3 or the Lakers will get some stops.
Yep,
Time out.
perfect
Let's go
time,
talk
man.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole stretch without Wemby has been like very impressive. They like stayed afloat. They like the 5th seed. They still kept their head above water. There was no huge regression from them. So like I was
Go get Jan. Well, if you can.
I love
Call.
they didn't move off their principles, because on the broadcast, Van Gundy was very adamant. Like, Luke Cornett got to get out of that drop. He got to get out of that drop against Luka. They continued to play their basketball and eventually got the stops they needed, and then turned those stops to fast break points. And it's a fun ass team.
I
man.
did think Luka was going to force them to stop playing drop, but no, they stuck with it.
I mean, he had 35. You know, he got his averages, or his average. He didn't get his assists or his rebounds, but you know.
I mean, that's kind of been a recipe for defending Luka.
Bron caught the body. We ain't even mentioned the body that Bron caught, and then the block on the other end.
Yeah, he got that. That was a crazy back-to-back.
Can he play
stretch.
a few more years?
Absolutely, he can.
And then I love the
I
fact
was told
that
he fell off.
bro was sitting there yelling in Luke Cornett's face like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's
Luke
what
Cornett's such a
basketball
nice
is
guy,
for,
too.
baby.
Luke Cornett just smiled at him. Good dunk, man.
What is he gonna do?
Tap
Fight
on the
him?
butt. No, but it's like
Luke Cornett
you
and his
gotta
man is
smile.
probably like, I'm all over social media right now.
And you part of history. You got dunked on by
No.
almost a 41-year-old.
Yeah. When we come back, we'll recap the Eastern Conference Cup. Before we go any further, I want to say thank you to our sponsor over at DraftKings, fellas. You know all about DraftKings Pick Six by now. You can pick more or less on different player stats for the upcoming games. Just pick 2 or more different players into your pick set, decide more or less on a stat, sit back, relax, and see if you made the right decision. It's been weird the last couple of days because we've only had 2 games. Today, we don't have a full slate, but it's like more to really pick from.
More than 3 games.
More than 3 games. So let's talk about what we put together in our pick set. I'll start off. Darrick, 4.5 assists more versus the Portland Trailblazers.
Sound easy enough.
You know, he's been teetering his line. I mean, obviously, he had the triple-double last game, but he had 5 assists. So it's nearly a perfect line because he don't go under it too much, but a lot of times he don't go over about a lot either. But they play through him. So it's about generating good shots, and I think Darrick can do that. 4.5, I'm going more on assists.
Good pick, KB. I think whenever you're making a pick and you choose a Darrick, it's always a good pick.
Derrick White, Darrick Derrick Jones Jr., Derrick Lively.
You can't pick him no more.
Well, yeah.
I get well soon. Any other Darricks that we forgetting about? D Rose back in the day.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, if you want to get on the football side of things.
Yeah. Derrick Coleman back in the day.
There's a good trend with the Darricks if you ride with.
But if they're playing one-on-one against Mike and they sit on the panel with us,
you go less.
Yeah. Right? Wouldn't you say that?
What would a good Darrick podcast line be? Hot takes. 1.5?
Now, how many times he going to do that lip thing?
1.5? 1.5 would be a good one.
That's a more?
I don't think I'd be having hot takes.
So it's a less.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike, James Harden, 23.5 more versus his old team, the Houston Rockets. You were the first person at the group chat, so you must feel really good about this one.
I do. This is James Harden back in Houston. He got more points on these rims than the whole roster does.
Okay.
I don't know if that stat is actually true, but it sounds true.
It sound about right.
Plus, again, what a better way to celebrate back of the clubs in Houston with the win. And for them to do that, he might have to drop at least 40. So I think the 23 and a half.
You think he care?
That more is pretty easy.
Or you think he going regardless?
I think he's going regardless. But it's better if you get the win with it, too.
Yeah.
And you have a good game.
Pierre, you stand in that same game. Reed Shepherd, 10.5 points more versus the Clippers.
Yeah, Reed had kind of cooled off a little bit. But because the Clippers don't guard anything, I feel like this is one of those games we can come in and reestablish what he was getting himself into. So
Get it in his first stint, maybe?
Yeah.
He can do that. Darrick, I don't realize everybody picked the same game except for me. Maybe I should revise. Shingun, 21.5 more points versus the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers don't defend anything. I think this is one of those games. Yeah.
We taking more everything against Clippers.
Sengun, I don't think they want them problems. That man, he do a little bit of everything. So I think 21.5, I think that's easy. Big Zoo don't want them problems.
Coming back off the injury.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's the pick set for tonight, fellas.
Any worry about a blowout?
No, I think because if they blowing them out, Sengun's a big problem, big piece of why they doing that.
You can't see no Amin Thompson 6'3" game.
No.
I saw what you was about to say. I saw what you was about to say.
That'd be so far out of left field.
If you was going to pick something from this game, KB.
I'm thinking. It would have to be Amin Thompson, like a PRA type thing.
Yeah.
Something he could get like a 14 points, 6
What's y'all
rebounds,
favorite
8
thing to
assists.
take? Now that you said PRA.
Like category-wise?
Yeah.
Rebounds?
I hope that's what
Whoa, yeah. What else would that have been?
I'm a traditionalist. Points. You know, that's what the game is about. Put the ball in the basket. I like points. Usually got a bigger selection of options, too, from the points category. I used to be a big PRA guy, and then I got sold once, and it was like, I'm not going back there often.
Hey,
PRA
Keldon Johnson, he got the points, rebounds, assists last night for me in the first quarter.
We didn't even mention him in the last segment. We definitely deserve to get him some
First
love.
quarter.
I mean, he was going against the Lakers defense. So
No, he was now his excuse.
No greater
he
feeling than
was
somebody
open all
hitting
night. He
on
had
what
3
you
threes
need.
back to back to back. Nobody even blinked.
They say he's shooting 30% from 3 this season. He's got 3 in the first quarter. Like, oh, snap. He really hooping. All right, when we come back, we'll recap the Eastern Conference NBA Cup. For those who haven't checked out DraftKings Pick Six yet, there's an exclusive offer waiting for you. Right now, new DraftKings customers can play $5 and get $50 in Pick Six credits. All you have to do is download the Pick Six app and use promo code ENJOY when you sign up. Pick Six is available in most states, including Texas, California, Missouri, so don't be afraid to get in on the action. Ride the upside with Pick Six. We talked about the West. Let's move over to the Eastern Conference. We had the Orlando Magic winning 117-108 against the Miami Heat. In the game, the Miami Heat started off with a 12-0 run. And I felt like the only real stretch they could put together of consistent offense, the Orlando Magic, Had one of the first real Desmond Bain great shooting
Yes,
nights.
man.
Best game of the season.
Best game of the year. I think he has dropped
He
37
put on the
twice,
mask.
and he looked great.
He was out there popping his stuff too.
He was.
Desmond Bain. I don't know who ticked him off or what ticked him off.
He
in
been
that
ticked
game,
off all season.
but like that.
Saw what he did to OG on the nose.
Yeah, he did. But he also did that to Mo Gay too.
He
Oh,
did. No, he dragged somebody down.
It was on Yeka or Mo Gay?
On Yeka.
Yeah, he threw the ball at him.
Mo Gay came over. That's what it was. Yeah.
But he just plays with this fire, and then in that game, you just felt it because once his 3 balls started falling, oh man, it was over with.
Man, 12.
I wanna
He
talk
get
about-
going 12.
Especially in that fourth quarter, it really wasn't nothing that they could do.
Yeah,
He
12.
was going to the basket,
Hey,
he was
12.
shooting threes.
When he get going 12.
Oh, they couldn't do nothing. They couldn't play he couldn't play
12.
no
I'm
defense
telling you,
last night
12.
or the other night. And I told y'all was talking about Miami Heat. They ranked top 10. They do got a good defense when they can get back. But the way that they play their offense, they shoot so fast. They constantly have to get back. And I thought the Magic did a really good job just capitalizing them, getting threes in transition.
You told us
and
they
then
don't have
also
a good
played-
defense, which was wrong.
They didn't play any defense. They didn't, bro. Eric Spoelstra begged them to get back and get
I'm
some
saying-
stops.
Yeah, but
They do have a
if
good
you're
defense,
top
but they
5
are
at something, you're
suspect.
probably good at it.
They have a suspect defense at times, and it's really because
Like
of
every
their
team
offense.
in
It's not
the
because
the
of
only
their
team
defense.
that doesn't is
OKC.
OKC.
But no, not every team shoots as fast as they do, so they constantly putting that pressure.
And for the most part, even with their shooting as fast as they do, they've been able to do what they've done all year.
I don't know. They got embarrassed against the Magic.
That happens. And I don't know
You
if they
think
got
it's an
embarrassed.
embarrassment?
Yeah, they lost by
I
9.
thought they wasn't embarrassing, but they definitely got. It was the
Embarrassing
Magic
when you lose
dominated
by
for most of the
40
game.
on
Magic
national TV.
dominated for most of this game.
Okay, yeah, but I
So did
still wouldn't say-
yeah, you're right. So what did the Lakers get last night? then?
The Lakers got him. That was
They played
embarrassing.
a lot worse than them.
That Lakers got embarrassed.
So they are the embarrassment versus losing by 9.
Regardless of Magic, they played a hell of a game. I thought defensively they were on point. I thought the Miami actually did a really good job just getting to the paint multiple times and kicking it out. Orlando was there every time, and I thought they closed that possession again. They pushed the pace and they were able to capitalize.
I think this is a team that doesn't match up well against the Orlando Magic because the Miami Heat whole philosophy is break down your defender, crunch the offense, and then kick it out or get to the Orlando Magic don't really play any bad defenders. So it's hard to just break down your defender on a possession-by-possession basis. I think Suggs had a great game. Wendell Carter got dunked on, but after that, he was really locked in defensively. It was just a really good game.
They surprised me. They surprised me.
About Paolo. One of his first games back. He played 32 minutes. A smooth 18, 7, and 4. How'd y'all feel about him in this game?
I mean, I think he kind of just played comfortably within the offense, and he didn't really go out there and try to force anything. He had a clutch mid-range jump at the end of the game. But other than that, I thought he just looked all right. He looked like he wasn't trying to
Do too
take
much,
away
right?
from the
Yeah.
team.
He had a couple late possessions where like they gave him the ball, so
Yeah.
like his count or his efficiency may be down a little bit. But I thought he played a really good game in the flow of what the Orlando
You
Magic
let
were
Desmond
doing.
Bain just do his thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's what good star players do. You kind of let your other guys rock out. They got the high hand.
It's really intriguing because we know he could also just be like, nah, this is my game. Here go
Yeah.
30. So it is very, very good there. Norman Powell had a couple really good stretches, but then he had like 2 back-to-back shots where he airballed.
Yeah.
And it was like not even like close airball. You know what I mean? Like it was like
Yeah.
one side of the
Bro,
backboard
when
from the
Norman
other.
Powell touches that ball, he is putting that shot up.
90% chance is going up.
It's going up.
90% chance.
Yeah, you can kind of tell when certain guys, I don't really want them passing, and Norman Powell's one of them.
What's the move y'all want to see the Heat make?
It's tough. Right now, they're not shooting as well as they did to start the season.
Right, Fontecchio ain't just.
Yeah, and then they also just their benches went non-existent all of a sudden. Like in my last pick set
Yeah,
for pick
Jaime.
6, I had Jaime. They had the line perfect. We were like 10.5. That seems sweet. Nope, he got
And
exactly
then
10.
Pelly Larson went down, and Drew Smith checked into the game. He had to take off his warmer. He didn't even know he was checking in that game. So
Khalil Ware only plays 12 minutes in this one because it's just not a great matchup for. It's weird. What move do I want to see them make? I can't tell you, man.
Yeah.
It's always the team that's rumored to make moves, and like you always feel like they're on the verge of making a move, but like they end up never making a move.
I'm not
Like, I
basing
don't
off
know.
of that. I'm just
No,
saying.
no, I know.
They having a better year than a lot of us anticipated.
Yeah.
They got a lot going on. The Rozier contract could be something they can move on. So I just look at them as one of those teams that,
I saw a clip of Bill Simmons talking about that, and I don't know how true it is, but I'll take Bill's word. that they won't find out if they can trade the Terry Rozier contract until they send it to the league. So they have to offer trade to somebody. The other team has to say yes, and then they send it to the league, and the league will be like, no, you can't trade.
That
Terry
makes
Rozier.
sense.
I don't think it does, because like, why can't you just tell me right now if I can trade him?
They said that
I see that perspective.
they said that the league won't give them a definite answer on whether or not they can or do.
And they still don't know if they're getting back their first round pick, because apparently the Hornets knew that Rozier was being investigated and then traded him,
And the Heat,
which is malpractice.
they didn't let the Heat
They
know.
didn't let the Heat know. The Heat obviously wouldn't trade them that pick if they knew Terry Rozier couldn't play in the year.
But the other argument to that is it was being investigated.
And nothing was set
Because
in
you
stone.
would call off the trade, and then it can come out that nothing went wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time,
Even if the investigation, I probably don't want to trade for that guy right
Yeah.
now. I'll move on to the night game. The New York Knicks advanced to the semis as they win 117-101 against the Toronto Raptors.
yeah, we kind of just dogged the Raptors up. It felt like I don't know. It just felt like one of those games where I hate to say this, but it felt like the Knicks wanted it more.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt watching.
Yeah, the Knicks are the better team, play like the better team, but also play with just a little bit more fight, a little bit more hunger, and it was evident. I don't know, the Raptors.
They're
It's a
slumping hard,
spark
man.
that's just not hitting right now. I didn't want to gauge it too much because, like I said, I felt that the Knicks were going to win this game kind of comfortably. They are the better team. But, yeah, it just feels like something is missing. And I feel like because the Knicks are the better team, the Raptors just didn't have enough fight or punch for me in that game. And after a while, I kind of got comfortable as a Knicks fan knowing that this game was kind of wrapped up.
By the middle of the second quarter, when y'all went on that big run, I was like, I don't know if the Raptors got enough to really come back in this one.
I mean, again, the Knicks really did want it more too. Their offense is so good. Like the Raptors already had a tough time stopping them. The Knicks just got all the offensive rebounds too to kind of
look great,
capitalize it. I mean, they literally had a resort to try the Hacker Robinson thing.
Yeah, which I wasn't mad at.
Yeah,
I mean, they said he was shooting 14, something like 15%.
he had a higher offensive rebound rate than free throw rate right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Free throw percentage, not free throw rate, but that's crazy. Josh Hart's been averaging 16 points per
Oh, my
game since being a
gosh.
starter. Josh Hart, hooping, 21 in this one, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 made threes. He's been incredible. Jalen Brunson had, 22 in the first half or something crazy like that.
Six people in double digits. And again, that's what Jalen Brunson having 35.
I love that Mike Brown has made the decision about what the 4 and the 5 looks like for us on the game-by-game basis and going with the traditional lineup instead of the double big, but also willing to bring that double big out if necessary. He's got these boys rolling, man. It's a fun team to watch.
I also think I think they had a great defensive plan against the Raptors. They kind of just gapped up and played, and they made sure that Brandon Ingram and Scotty
shooters,
Barnes
yeah.
just saw a lot of bodies, and they pretty much just said, we don't dare everybody else to beat us. And
I hope we can take care of business against the Magic because I really want to see them against the Thunder on that stage.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I was thinking while watching this game?
what?
Grady Dick is not very good.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's always.
He didn't play a lot, but
Yeah.
That was my thing. It's just when the rotations could kind of make it. He seemed like a very rhythm player.
I don't know. I mean,
Last year he got a lot more minutes. I mean, he looked a lot better.
Grady Dick is cool, but I remember being on here saying that like him and Jacoby Walter picks. I don't know.
and I think Jacoby's is just better. Like he's been able to spot start and be okay in the RJ minutes. I think that Grady got drafted as a shooter and he just can't hit shots right. So it's like, what value is he's not like a Concanipple who we found out can do a lot on ball and set some. He's just kind of like, I am a shooter, and he can't hit shots right now. So because of that, he can only play at sometimes 8 minutes in a game and shoot 0 for 3 in those 8 minutes and get 2 turnovers.
They're probably banking on him to be able to put it together consistently because sometimes when he is lighting it up and shooting it, like Darrick said, played more minutes last year, there's some flashes and some things you like, but they picked them back-to-back years.
Yeah, I
same
feel that.
position, same type of – because Jacoby Walter came out as the same thing, a shooter who could defend. And he don't have as much size as Grady Dick, but, yeah, I don't know.
One of the more surprising things, Chucky Hepburn played in the first quarter.
Yeah, he played good minutes, too.
I didn't realize that he was like really in the rotation. Then I had to look it up. This is his first game playing since a while. The last time y'all played the Knicks, which was November 30th,
He
and
was
he
a
only played 5
preseason
minutes.
star.
Yeah. They just trying stuff right now with the injuries and all.
Shout out to Jamal Shead.
Jakob Poeltl also. I said it in the
I don't like
preview.
the way his feet moving.
His back is messed up, man, and you can tell.
Well, they might have to just leave him and drop then. Like, if he's playing, leave him and drop.
When we come back, we'll bring a brand new segment to the show. I don't know what we're calling it, but we're going to rank some players. We're calling this one, Where Does He Rank? We all had our consensus idea of where players were before the season started, but a quarter of the way through, we have some breakout players. I want to see what we can rank these breakout players. Are y'all ready?
Hell yeah.
Let's start off with Tyrese Maxey. The way we're going to do this, we're going to go up a ladder. I'm going to say Tyrese Maxey versus a player, and you tell me who's better until we get to the point where Tyrese Maxey's not better than that player. Then we slot Tyrese Maxey right in that spot. Who's better, Tyrese Maxey or Mitchell Robinson?
Tyrese Maxey.
Well, these early ones we ain't got to get into. Yeah. We know. Maxey or Tumani Kamara?
Tyrese Maxey.
Maxey or R.J. Barrett?
Tyrese Maxey.
Maxey or Asar Thompson?
Tyrese Maxey.
Maxey.
Maxey or John Morant?
Tyrese Maxey.
Maxey today, yeah.
Maxey or Jaden McDaniels?
Tyrese Maxey.
Maxey or Sabonis?
Tyrese Maxey.
Maxey or Bam?
Maxey.
Maxey or Kawhi?
Maxey.
Maxey or Cade?
I think we got to stop here. We got to stop here.
So somewhere we're saying that Maxey is ranked between 20 and 10, which makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So let me keep going until we get a definite, this is where Maxey goes.
Yep.
Maxey or Anthony Davis?
Maxey.
Maxey or LeBron James?
Tyrese
Maxey.
Maxey.
Maxey or J-Dub?
J-Dub.
Yeah, I think I'll stop here.
Yes, I think this is where he goes in perfectly. I think J-Dub is better than him. Especially when J-Dub does a lot on the other side of the ball.
just
too.
This is such a hard, these are hard comparisons too.
Yeah, but
because
he's
shouldering the entire 76ers
offense.
and
40-point game in the finals, though.
Huh?
40-point game in the finals?
For Dub?
Yeah.
So based on that, we are saying that Tyrese Maxey is the 17th best player in basketball.
Okay. Who's above J-Dub? Just so we can make sure.
Mobley would have been next.
Evan Mobley?
I'm hearing some silence.
It's because like where J-Dub,
these are so.
Because I think I would have taken Maxey over Evan Mobley.
These are three literally different type of players.
And the next guy was going to be Alperen Şengün. So it's like
even a fourth different player.
Yeah. I think I would have taken him over Mobley, but not over J-Dub.
So there's a world where he's 16.
I think I would have left him right in between there. I don't think I would have taken him over Şengün personally.
So 16 or 17.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Okay, let's move on to the next guy. A big jumper as well. Austin Reeves.
Okay.
Just don't look at last night's game, but if we just look at Austin Reeves for what he was. Mitchell Robinson.
Of course.
Tumani Kamara.
Yep.
R.J. Barrett.
Yep.
Asar Thompson.
Yep.
John Morant.
Yep.
Jaden McDaniels.
Yep.
Domantas Sabonis.
Yep.
Bam Adebayo.
No, yeah.
It gets a little way.
I would say yeah.
We can talk about
This was a little interesting because Bam does a lot offensively too. He doesn't score at the rate of Austin Reeves, but also he does the defensive stuff, and he also is a good passer. So like, I might lean Bam.
Don't just say that pass, because Austin Reeves is a damn good passer, too.
No one.
That defense is what he got right.
Just because I praise Bam does not mean I'm knocking Austin Reeves.
You trying to separate them.
You're right.
So we can hold off on Bam. So let's go down the line because Bam is 30. So we said over Sabonis. So we'll go from Sabonis to Bam and see what we get Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves or Trae Young?
Austin Reeves.
Trae Young.
This is close. This year I'm gonna go Austin Reeves.
Trae Young.
That's 2 of 3, so we're gonna keep moving. Franz Wagner.
Franz Wagner.
I'll go Franz.
Okay, so we got him at number 37 for Austin Reeves.
That's a really good breakout year.
I'll keep going for the next guys, for the people at home.
Yeah.
And we also are using the Ringer Top 100, which is not like a consensus, but it's the only place that really does a Top 100 that keeps it updated. De'Aaron Fox would have been next.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I would have taken Fox.
Amen Thompson.
I'm in, yeah.
Julius Randle.
Yeah, Julius Randle. I would take Austin Reeves over Julius.
This is close.
And then Scotty Barnes.
I like guard play, so I
might go
Austin.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I like guard play, but it felt like you would get to Julius Randle versus Reeves before Trae Young and Julius Randle, right?
I think that they are accounting for Trae Young basically not playing a lot because some of these guys are ranked lower.
Oh, right.
Than
This is this season.
This is this season,
updating.
right? Because John Morant is at 60.
Yeah.
Traditionally, he's
that
better
should be
than
right.
60.
Julius Randle has played like a madman especially the beginning part. So yeah, that makes sense.
All right, next guy, Jalen Johnson.
Oh man, we might be here for a minute.
Mitchell Robinson.
With Jalen Johnson, Austin Reeves.
I would take Jalen.
Go ahead, KB. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Mitchell Robinson.
Jalen Johnson.
Tumani Kamara.
Yep.
R.J. Barrett.
Yep.
Asar Thompson.
Yep.
John Morant.
Yep.
Jaden McDaniels.
Yep.
Domantas Sabonis.
Yep.
Bam Adebayo.
Yep.
That's 2. Kawhi Leonard.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Kay Cunningham.
No.
Yep. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
All right, so let's do the Jalen Johnson
Can I
versus.
ask you, where did they have Kawhi ranked?
He's number 20.
Oh,
Okay.
You think that's too high?
I don't know. I just feel like they're kind of all over the place a little bit.
He's a weird guy, so
Yeah.
it makes sense that you know.
The one
he's
guy
the-
behind him is Karl Anthony Towns.
I think Kawhi is at 20 strictly off reputation.
You say he's not playing 20.
I don't think he's playing like
If
a top
you
20
had
player.
to put it based on where he's playing,
What'd you think
Is
he's
he
doing
30s?
this
Is he
year? What'd you think
40s?
he's doing this year?
He's giving me about 20 points a night.
I think it's more than
Yeah,
20.
he's like
21, maybe it's like 21.
Could be wrong.
No, not 21.
23, 24,
Not 24.
26.
25. He's
25
giving you
now?
25, 6, and 3 on almost 50% shooting from the field.
I don't know. The team,
It was
maybe,
from 20
maybe,
to 25.
maybe it's just a team. I don't know.
Team success does hamper your the way you look at a play.
When I watch the Clippers, it doesn't feel like he's giving me 25 a night on 50% shooting.
That's fair. But okay, so y'all said he's somewhere between Cade and Kawhi Leonard. So let's
Yeah.
go down the line. Jalen Johnson or Anthony Davis?
Jalen
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson or LeBron James?
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson or now the guy we just added in there, Tyrese Maxey?
Jalen
Jalen
Johnson.
Johnson.
Jalen Johnson or J-Dub?
Jalen
J-Dub.
Johnson.
Okay.
You have to make it a. What do
No.
you mean? Okay, they split. You have to say something.
Oh, they split?
Yeah.
Jalen Johnson.
Oh,
He said Dub. He said Johnson.
Both Jalen, so it may confuse.
Yeah.
I'll go J-Dub.
So we have him right above Tyrese Maxey as like the 16th best player in the league. For what it's worth, the Ringer had him at 22, and we
Oh.
got him at 16 based on y'all. Okay. What about a guy like Dylan Brooks?
This will be interesting.
I'm mad because I answered Austin Reeves wrong.
You think it should be higher, lower?
Because we had the conversation that this is based off of this year, we realized because you said Trae Young is low or whatever. I would take Austin Reeves based off this year because the last two people I've done it like Jalen Johnson, I feel like has been better than J-Dub this year, so I said he's better than J-Dub. So I would have taken Austin Reeves
yeah, that's fair.
over.
Who do we have?
Also, I think it's a little weird because we got to Jalen Johnson for us reason. We kind of stopped there, but we're moving Jalen Johnson up on the list too, if that makes sense.
Wait, say it again.
Like, so Jalen Johnson is somebody we kind of moved up on the list, but we stopped at also Jalen Johnson too. So that the spots.
we stopped
where-
at Jalen Williams.
Was it Jalen Williams? Or
Yeah.
Jalen? Okay, I might be a little confused, but we still
two
moved
Jalen's.
Jalen Johnson up. He's one of the people we kind of stopped at.
Moving on to Brooks. Dylan Brooks or Mitchell Robinson?
Dylan
Oh,
Brooks.
this-
Dylan
Brooks.
Brooks.
Tumani Kamara,
Brooks.
Dylan Brooks.
R.J. Barrett,
Brooks.
Asar Thompson,
Brooks.
Brooks.
John Morant,
Brooks.
That's funny too.
Jaden McDaniel. That is kind of funny.
Brooks.
And
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks.
I'm going off of this year though.
This year.
Brooks.
Sabonis,
Brooks.
Bam.
Bam.
I'll stop at Bam.
Okay, him versus Trae Young, Brooks.
Yeah.
Trae Young. Well, this year,
Dylan
Trae Young
Brooks.
isn't hurt. We should just not include Trae Young.
Dylan
Okay,
Brooks.
Franz Wagner.
Franz is where you stop at.
So this is where he stops right there. So that puts him also at about 37, which is where we had Austin Reeves. Now, does that change anything that we just had Dylan Brooks and Austin Reeves right behind each other? Has Dylan Brooks been
No,
that
because
good?
I think Dylan Brooks is he's pumped up right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Austin Reeves is a bit too. But who was the last person we asked for Austin Reeves?
It was Franz Wagner.
Yeah, I don't think either one of them are better than Franz Wagner.
Yeah.
So,
Can we quickly get through this last one? Mitchell Robinson versus Denny Abdia.
Oh, let's
Denny.
go.
Danny.
Tumani Kamara.
Denny.
R.J. Barrett.
Denny.
Asar Thompson.
Denny.
John Morant.
Denny.
Jaden McDaniels.
Denny.
DeMontis Sabonis.
Denny.
Bam Adebayo.
Denny.
Kawhi Leonard.
Denny.
Denny, yeah.
Cade Cunningham.
This is where you
Cade.
stop.
Denny versus AD.
Denny.
Denny versus LeBron.
Denny.
Danny.
Denny versus J-Dub.
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 J-Dub feels like
J-Dub is stopping a lot of people right now.
Because that also puts him at 16, 17, just like Maxey and Reeves. I'm sorry, Maxey and Jalen Johnson.
I mean, I understand that J-Dub has missed a lot of time, but it's still J-Dub.
Yeah. Which just makes it tough for the list because it's like, I don't know. But yeah, it's J-Dub.
J-Dub is just so damn good. It's hard for me to put any of those guys
The only
above him.
guy I was willing to do was Jalen Johnson, and that's the guy who
Yeah.
got a triple-double at halftime and triple-double here, triple-double 30, 40. So, but these other guys, it's going to take a little bit more.
Okay, I'm trying to. So the Ringer had him, Denny, at 39.
Jalen Johnson, best player, went out, still got the team comfortably above 500. Blazers ain't necessarily doing that, so, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where they had Dylan Brooks, but I guess We'll figure that out later. When we come back, Christian has a surprise. Let's see what it is. Christian has a surprise for us. Christian is one of our producers. He's producer of Teed Up with Pierre. I mean, we can see him off cam, so it's not a surprise anymore, but bring him on to the set.
I also saw it
Christian.
on came into the office. I ain't gonna lie. I know that box because I got a box already.
This is Christian's, I can't say Peacock debut because you've been on Teed Up. But
Peacock.
are we going to do
Oh,
like
yeah,
a reveal
we gotta
together?
wait.
Like, you know
We
what
gotta
I'm saying?
wait.
Like,
We
how,
I'm
gotta
a
wait.
shoehead, so I'm gonna just guess that this is the hibiscus. I'm gonna guess.
I thought it was the all black colorway. Let's see.
If it's not, I'm wrong. Oh, it's the hibiscus.
Ooh,
That's clean.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know I love me some pink like this.
You
man.
do love
Nice
me some
I'm
and-
wearing these tonight to the club.
They're scented too.
Ooh, I love that fresh, that good,
They
that
do
good
smell
new
like-
juice
Definitely
smell.
got me, though.
Oh man,
Wow.
hey, Tyrese and his team, they went crazy with this one.
And I
This
own
is
some like,
this A1.
I'm not just saying this because it's in front of me and they sent it for free, but I really do like this sneaker, bro.
I know, and they
did
comfortable.
hoop, if I hooped, boy, I swear.
This is all
comfortable
the
too.
reason for us to go and hoop.
Cause I got
He's too
the I
scared
got
of
the
tearing
blue
that
ones.
Achilles.
Ooh, I'm finna rock the pink and the blue one.
Oh, we do got the
Okay,
blue ones,
Javon
right?
Carter.
Yeah.
We gonna
Shout
do
out
the
to the
mismatch?
team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout
I'm
out,
gonna do a little mismatch.
Shout out to Puma. My favorite thing about this shoe, which I think a lot of companies, not just Puma, should like take from them, is the logo. I'm obsessed with the logo placement of this shoe. It's not. Gilbert Arenas kind of did the same thing with his shoes with Adidas, where they kind of like hid the logo. But you see the Puma is not like
Yeah, it's
so
like
prominent.
it's like engraved into the shoe to where it looks like it's a part of the shoe.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it
Y'all
don't
know
take
me.
up 90. You ever see a shoe where 90% of the shoe is the logo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how you know they're trying to use the brand loyalty to get you to buy it. It's a Nike shoe. Put that swoosh big as hell so
Yeah.
everybody know. But no, I appreciate that. Y'all know I'm a box guy.
You are?
Oh my God, are you kidding me? If I have shoes in my house that I've never worn that I bought because the box was cool.
Oh, you just got money, huh?
Yeah, I do. But
See, I'm not a big box.
I'm a
guy.
box guy too.
so you would throw this box away?
Listen, KB.
I still have
I'm a box
the blue
guy
shoe
too.
box.
The blue shoes. I was cleaning up and I was like, man, I have to throw this box away.
Oh, you should have
But
called my phone.
I got
bro.
this, so I can keep this one. But yeah, there are certain shoes that I kept the box. So like LeBron, 7 red carpets, I kept that box. It's just Nike don't make boxes like that no more. I seen the new LeBrons. His box is crazy. I don't know if y'all seen the new
seen
LeBron.
those.
The box is crazy. I don't have a pair, but the box is crazy. Donovan Mitchell sent us some shoes.
Yep, the
The Haribos,
gummy bear.
I had to get
I
rid
kept
of
that
those.
box.
And those.
What?
That is
I
crazy.
still have that box.
I have that box.
I have
No,
that
you are,
box.
because that literally, these are just normal boxes. That is a special box.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
Jarritos
Hey, bro,
box.
on some very
Not
real
Jarritos.
stuff,
It's
bro.
not Jarritos.
If you get a special box and you cannot hold it, please, I will come to your house to pick it up.
I got you.
That
No,
box
no,
was
no.
crazy.
No, don't ever do that again, though. Don't ever throw a box. Don't throw a.
I don't hold my boxes.
But
it's
that
not-
is not a typical box.
that was a nice box. Like
That's
that
like
was
a special edition
It
box.
is again, but like when I be
That's a-
walking
that
in my
was a limited
closet,
edition
when I walk
box.
into my closet, first of all, I don't have much room in my closet. Second of
Yeah,
all,
you can make room for that.
You just told us
I mean, I
earlier
can
you have
put
a
it
whole
in
storage.
storage.
you
Yeah, I
have
can
a
put it in
storage
stores, but it's a box.
But it's a special edition box, Mike.
those shoes stay in that box for me.
Yeah,
I think I
I
wore-
haven't even worn those
yeah.
shoes.
God, bro. You
I
just,
wore the shoes. I don't
just
keep the
kill me,
box.
man. Because if I knew that, I would have told him, don't send it to you.
What you mean? I wore them shoes. I wore them shoes more than you.
Absolutely. I ain't been out the box. But I do got the box.
But I do got these. I'm finna put these on my Tyrese Halliburton jersey.
No pants. Jeff Teagan. Now, shout out to the team over at Puma, man.
Yeah,
For
thank
real.
y'all so much. This logo
He's
is so
A1.
dope
We
too.
appreciate the love, man. Definitely.
What's what would your box look like, KB?
What you say?
What would your box look like?
Because I am going to get some, spoiler alert, I'm getting some PEs. No, I'm joking, but hit me up, Puma, because I swear I will. I don't know. Because I am a traditionalist and like a one color type of guy. So it would be similar to this, but a different color, maybe.
You're not the LaMelo Ball style.
I'm not, oh my God. I gave those, when they sent me the LaMelos, I gave them to my nephew. He is the perfect demographic for some LaMelos.
I just couldn't.
But guess what I did?
What?
I kept the box. I gave him the
Oh,
shoes.
okay.
I kept the box. Just a box guy. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe like not a lime green, but like a forest green. That would be
A
my
more
color.
mature green.
Yeah, you know
I
what I'm
like
saying? I'm
that.
almost 30.
I like that. Yeah.
The reason I like that is because I would do it something symbolic to me, and y'all know I love me Rolexes, and I would, Rolex has the green box. Try to make my box look kind of like the Rolex or something that
you
I
get the
like.
collaboration. You never know.
The Pierre ones, the Rolex collab. Oh
It's
my
like
gosh.
a $150 for your feet though.
Yep, we got the what did you call it? The watch on the tongue. Oh, man.
It's been another great episode of Numbers on the Board from Mike, from P, from D Mills, from Kenny Beach, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.